I'm hacking into the mainframe. There we go. Now it looks more like a broadcast room.
You're looking at a small portable computer called the IBM 5100.
There we go. Today we're talking about the cyber warfare. And I'll give you this crazy story that happened last summer, just a year ago. Iran hacked into Israel's water infrastructure. The fact that this is now the most obvious toolkit to alter the relationship between countries. That's the main issue. That's the biggest scare that we face in Israel today. So when we filmed the cyber episode for Insights Israel in the Middle East, this actually gives us a really good snapshot of what we were talking about. And Jake just sketched out for us how drones are hacked. And we saw this really cool technological display of a drone flying in the air in the middle of a park. These guys, NSO, they have this whole system that instead of knocking it out of the sky, it overrides the operating system for the drone, takes over it and drops it safely into a designated point. Seeing this technology and everything that goes with it, it makes you really appreciate how much of a threat there is out there and how robust and how substantial the response we have has to be to mitigate that kind of risk. So a couple months ago, we had a break-in in our house just outside of Jerusalem. And aside from the emotional side of it, of obviously if someone breaking into your house, but they also stole all our electronic devices. The thieves or the people they sold off our electronics to tried to hack into our devices. Early in the morning, I have like a text message, your device has been found. I press the link, and as I'm pressing it, I realized that it's not Apple, it wasn't my phone company that was texting me. It was a hacker who was trying to phish my login information from me. I'm like, oh, I can't. Literally, we had just filmed this whole episode talking about cyber warfare and, being warned, look, small companies and individuals, you're the easiest target because you have no one to help you, and this and that, and I fell victim to it. But you're so caught up in the moment that you miss the fact that you're being hacked. It's you, like you, the medium-sized companies, you, the small organizations, you, the people at home, you're the ones who are in risk, who are...
Me?
Like you, Tomel, yeah, like...
Dad's just leaving, and Mom said we can have the computer all to ourselves.
It falls down to the last person in the chain. And when most companies, for instance, are hacked, or information is stolen from them, it's not because their system, in the way that people imagined in the movies, some guy hacking them and, writing code and stuff like that. It's usually what they call social engineering. It's, it's someone pings them a link and they, oh, I don't know, oh, hold on, I'll look it up. Saxnet, Stuxnet, something like that. Hold on. Software used to hack the Iranian nuclear plan. Stuxnet. Anyway, so that. Okay, got it. So Stuxnet was the software. It's very counterintuitive the way it worked. Instead of bringing everything down overnight, they had this software dormant inside the Iranian computers, and I don't fully understand, but they used the code at the right time to cause the physical hardware to malfunction and then explode. Roundabout, very clever social and computer engineering using software on one device to hack into a physical device that then blows up or breaks. And you read about these kind of things all the time. I mean, Rebecca, what was it? The North Koreans attacked what? Through LinkedIn, that's right. This is a very clever hack. They're talking, again, this is fake accounts on LinkedIn. They're talking to, where does he work? He works at a cyber company? So they're talking to an Israeli who works at a cyber defense company. They're talking to him on LinkedIn about a job offer for him, and if you know anything about... Okay, so the North Koreans, not the people you would associate with the highest technology in the world, just being honest here. They used, I'm guessing they used outside hackers, and then they send him a link to a CV, and he presses it, and that hacks into the mainframe of his own company.
What are you doing?
I'm hacking into the mainframe. So really, you look at this whole, the mechanism, it's no longer, this declarative war. It's usually using a weakness that a person creates or a weakness that a combination of systems create, hacking that to cause damage or extract information. So you ask yourself, why is Israel so heavily invested in cyber? I mean, we're invested in the human resource. We as a country and as a economy invest heavily into developing skills and technologies to help protect and help us attack our enemies. And the answer to that is like almost everything in this country, because we have to. When you look at cyber, there are no geographical boundaries anymore. So we're constantly under attack and therefore always have to be vigilant, developing technology, and working to be one step ahead of the enemy.
Thank you for joining us as we provide a spiritual insight of what God is doing in Israel and in the Middle East. If you want to learn more about what God is doing in Israel, make sure to visit us on our webpage and follow us on social media. Shalom, and God bless you from Jerusalem.